Ken Trahan along with Lenny Vangilder. It's our first NBC Bank Weekend Review, brought to you by First NBC Bank with 31 locations throughout the greater New Orleans area and beyond. First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNola.com. Well, it's been an interesting weekend. Saints had a rookie minicamp, and the brass got a great look at all these young players, but they were the only ones to get a good look at these young players as they changed their minds about letting the media come in and watch and do interviews and such, and that's their prerogative. I have no problem with it. I have a little bit of a problem with the fact that they initially did invite the media, and something changed very late.
I'm not sure what happened there. We'll have to wait till OTAs get started to actually get a look at some of these rookies, but all we can do is either speculate or go by hearsay in terms of what actually happened out there, which isn't much. So,
yeah, how did he look? Fine.
Yeah.
What about him? Good. Yeah, you get those one-word answers, I suppose, but there's nothing like the naked eye to talk with people and just have interview opportunities, which I'm sure will come in due time. But we can't tell you anything else because we have no firsthand knowledge of what transpired. Well, LSU won a weekend series against Texas A&M. Had to do it the hard way. Lost the first game, came back and won the last two. The second in extra innings on the same day. They just continue to pass every test.
They really do. And, it was a challenge. They battled the weather in College Station much as we had it early in the week, or early in the weekend, I should say, in New Orleans. Thursday night's game got a late start. Friday night's game got suspended, got picked up at 9:30 in the morning on Saturday. Apparently some disagreement between the two coaching staffs as to how they should do that. But the umpires said, hey, you got to try to finish the second game before you can start the third game. That turned out to only be a 7-inning game, which kind of changed some plans and such. But terrific effort all the way around. Even though the Tigers didn't necessarily put a lot of runs on the board, they got 2 runs in the last game on Saturday, just scored 1 run on Thursday. 2 out of 3 is 2 out of 3 on the road, and that's a success.
Delgado 1 win away from advancing out of the Mislu tournament after winning their games on Sunday. And should they advance, obviously, it would be anticipated. This is a really good team, and of course, you can watch Delgado and Baton Rouge Community College here at Sports NOLA.
Right. Monday, 1 o'clock. Check it out. Winner, the team that advances out of Monday, Baton Rouge has to win twice. Delgado just has to win once. Winner advances to the South Central District on Friday in Oklahoma. So it's going to be a short turnaround. It's supposed to be a Saturday, Sunday tournament. All the rain we got Friday and Saturday, they pushed things back one day, and hey, weather was beautiful today, or beautiful yesterday, beautiful again on Monday, so it should be a good day for baseball.
Zephyrs were playing pretty well, and then Tacoma came to town. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're the best team in the PCL right now, record-wise, so that's a challenge. 13 innings on Mother's Day, tough way to lose, but 2 more chances to get out and see the Z's before they head on the road Monday night and a matinee on Tuesday.
How many moms do you think was still there in the 13th inning?
I don't know. I think my mom would have been probably.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you, man. High school baseball, and the 21st seed wins a 5A state championship. It took 3 days to complete due to weather, but the Catholic Bears, they got hot at the right time. We had them on our first NBC Prep Showcase against Jesuit, and they just continued on and won it all.
Yep. When we left Baton Rouge last Monday, I didn't necessarily think that Catholic was a team that was going to win the state championship, but give Brad Bass and his team a lot of credit. They pitched, they played defense, they hit, they did everything you need to do, and clearly the underdog in the field, they were the lowest seeded team left in the field of 8 that got to Tulane last Friday, and they delivered. And maybe the weather helped them a little bit because they got to play 1 game on Friday, 1 game on Saturday, 1 game on Sunday, and maybe that did help them some.
Maestri Field rededicated on Friday. I had a little bit to do with that whole process to start with, so great to see that, and really nice to see that UNO is going to have a nice new Maestri Field.
Yeah, and open up with LSU next year, which will really be good. You know what? Here's my 15 seconds on this. Let's go back to the good old days out there. You're counting. There you go. Bring back all of the great things that we used to see in the late 70s, early 80s to mid 80s at UNO. All those things that made 14, things exciting. Fulmer inning. I'm out of time. The Fulmer inning. Some of the great promotions that made Maceball so special. Let's see some of that stuff, even if it's just for one day when LSU comes back to the new Maestri Field on opening day next year.
It's all good. Finally, Voodoo got crushed again. This time they scored 16 points, lost another quarterback. So God only knows. They've lost 6 straight. It's been a tough year for Pat O'Hara. He's a good coach, but you can only coach what you have, and when you're down to your third, maybe fourth quarterback, you really have some issues.
It's a challenge. And another tough one coming up this week at Spokane. Doesn't get any easier. Finally, the Voodoo will be back home in the Dome a week from Saturday.
Yeah, sort of home. Their real home's under construction at New Orleans Arena. Lenny, thanks. Have a great week.
Hey, we'll see you later this week.
That's our First NBC Bank Weekend Review, brought to you by First NBC Bank with 31 locations throughout the greater New Orleans area and beyond. First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNola.com. For Lenny, I'm Kenny. Have a great week, and God bless you.